Hi everyone, welcome to Board of Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie and this is Angus 987 from Mate's Clan. Angus is running around on the new Aussie tank in the British medium line, the AC IV Experimental. And have a look at this tank, look at it, it's beautiful. Beautiful little Aussie tank. And he's running around on Redshire. And it's an encounter battle. Encounter battle where there's only one base and you need to either kill everyone or cap the flag. Now in this matchup, have a look at the lineup. It's a tier 8 game and Angus 987, he's in his AC4 as I mentioned, which is only a tier 6 tank, so he needs to be very careful here. It's only carries 750 hit points of damage, and as you can see its uphill speed is not the best at all, but he's getting into a position now where he can overlook the cap circle, make sure the enemy tanks don't try and cap him out. And he's also on a mission to destroy at least 2 enemy TDs that are 1 tier higher than his vehicle. So it's not a bad matchup here. There's a few tank destroyers on the enemy side. There's the RHM, Borsig Waffenträger. Also the Saint Emile, a T25-2, the American. Oh, the Nashorn won't count because it's got to be at least 1 tier higher than his vehicle. Now I think this is the mission for the T55A, and I did this mission ages ago, and I remember I was high-fiving all the way to the bank. Now he's not being too aggressive here. He wants to work out exactly where the enemy tanks are. There's the Saint Emile. That's one of the tanks that he wouldn't mind killing for his mission. He's just looking around, looking to see where he can get shots on the enemy vehicles. He can't afford to be too aggressive. A tier 6 tank in a tier 8 game, it can be daunting, but that's not stopping him putting damage into that Carnarvon. That Carnarvon has got himself into a terrible position. Now, unlike the Cromwell B, which is a tank that the AC4 is often compared to, especially in reference to skirmishes, it's got a bit more of a punchy gun. I think it's just as accurate. It's probably even more accurate than Cromwell B. Cromwell B is not that accurate, but it does about 150 hit points of damage per shot. 171 penetration. It's not bad at all for tier 6, but when you're up against tier 8 vehicles, it can be a bit of a challenge. But it hasn't stopped Angus picking up the first kill of the game. He took out the... What did he take out? The Carnarvon. And now he's looking for some sneaky shots on that heavy tank number 6. The Japanese premium heavy tank, which is based on the German Tiger. His team are down by a tank, and he's just been spotted again. Now he's copped another couple of shots of damage. Early on he got shot by, I think it was the T25-2, which took a decent chunk of his health out of him. Now he's down to 100 hit points of damage. That means he's a one-shot for every tank on the enemy side, with a possible exception of the MT25. But I reckon the MT25 does pretty close to 100 hit points of damage. So he needs to be really careful here. He needs to not throw his health away, which he's not going to do, and he needs to stay alive. Now from his mission's point of view, there's still all the tank destroyers on the enemy side are still there. He's already done 987 hit points of damage. That's about to go up, which isn't a bad start at all. He hasn't been spotted here. He wants to pick up a kill on this heavy tank, but he's not going to. Someone else is going to kill him. The Chaffee killed him in the end. Then the enemy RHM kills the M4A3E2. So scores 6 apiece here. It's a bit of an even ball game. He's looking at these heavy tanks. He's thinking, oh, I wouldn't mind killing that IS-3, but it's going to be a bit of a challenge. So he's looking at the VK 4503. That's a tier 7 premium tank, which Wargaming on the Asian server were giving away for a short amount of time as like a rental. And he's just chipping away at that VK. He wants to get him out of the game, and that'll confirm. There's a second kill for him. That confirms their lead. They're leading. It's a little bit more of a comfortable lead now at 9-6. You can see he's picked up nearly 2,000 hit points of damage. And now he's slowly moving forward. Something's spotting him though. What's spotting him? It's probably that 12T. That cheeky little French autoloader. one of those tanks that, yeah, it's easy to kill, it's easy to do damage to those 12Ts, but they just always seem to be aimed in the right place at the right time. So Angus is doing exactly the right thing. He's moved back along that ridge line. He's made sure he's not spotted anymore. I'm sure they shouldn't be able to see him now. He's going to use these rocks as a bit of cover. Try and search for some more damage. Just spotted that medium tank. The Saint Emil's actually taken the Bulldog out. It looks like all the enemy tanks, most of the enemy tanks are along this flank. In fact, all of the enemy tanks were last spotted on that flank. The Tiger 1, the R8 which has already picked up 2 kills, and he's starting to look like he might be able to carry the game, but I've no idea how much health that R8 is. A good thing from Angus's point of view is all the tank destroyers are going to be pretty easy to penetrate, even with his tier 6 gun. Puts 150 hit points of damage into the R8 Another one, that wasn't a bad roll, 180. He's looking for the kill shot, and that'll be the first. That'll be the first of the tank destroyers that he needs to kill. Chaffee gets rid of that pesky little AMX 12T. There's 4 enemy tanks left. 3 of them fit the profile for the tanks that he needs to kill for his mission. The Saint Emil gets taken out of the game, so it's only the R8 and the T25-2 which will give him his mission. Let's see if he can do it. The T25-2 kills the friendly AMX 12T, and now he's looking to kill that R8 Puts 143 into him. One more shot will do it. That's all she wrote for the R8 Bullseye Waffenträger. That's 1 kill out of the 2 that he needs. And you can see the T25-2. Oh, the rush of blood to the head. There he goes. He picks up his mission. Does he need to survive as a condition for the mission? Not sure, but that MT25 puts a shot into him. He bounces a shot, very lucky to bounce that shot, and he kills him. And as a secondary condition, you need to win. So it looks like he would have picked up that mission with honours. If you look at the second page at the post-game battle results, an awesome result there from Angus 987 from Mates Clan. He's picked himself up a mark of excellence on his tank. Obviously the ace tanker, what an awesome game. Bearing in mind he was a tier 6 in a tier 8 battle, so that's always a bit of a challenge, especially surviving right to the end. Fighter for destroying 4 or 5 enemy vehicles in one battle. Hand of God for surviving and winning the battle, having received damage from at least 4 different enemy vehicles. Duelist, Fire for effect. I've practiced saying this word all day, but I don't reckon I can get it right. The Leveslejos medal for destroying 2 enemy vehicles with a medium tank that are at least 2 tiers higher than the player's tank, and the Spartan for surviving a ricochet. That's from that MT25 at the end of the game when he was nearly dead. And looking at the tanks that he killed and destroyed, RHM obviously at tier 8, the T25-2 at tier 7, the VK45 at tier 7, the Carnarvon, the first kill of the game, at tier 8. That's why he's picked up that medal anyway. And an awesome result there from Angus. Looking at the second page of the post-game battle results, comfortably top scored. He did the second highest amount of damage on his team, which is an awesome result in a little tier 6 medium tank in a tier 8 battle. That's absolutely massive. He picked up 5 kills, 1,413 base experience. Of course, he fired 31 shots. 24 of them hit and 21 of them did damage. He bounced a few shots into those tier 8 heavy tanks, but he had an absolute ripper. 2,878 damage. Yep, most of it was done from sniping, but what do you expect in a slow tier 6 medium tank in a tier 8 battle? Looking at the detailed battle report, you can see it's not a bad little credit earner either at tier 6, 47,500 credits. Bottom line, with a premium account, of course it's a premium tank, so you get a little bit of a bonus as far as credits earned goes. An awesome result there for Angus 987 from Mates Clan. Well done on completing the missions. It's always a massive high five when you get a mission that's a little bit hard to do, and of course completing the final mission in any mission set is absolutely awesome. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you've enjoyed this replay from Angus 987. Thanks, Angus, for the replay. That's absolutely grouse. Thanks, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you all next time.